becoming an out-and-out night rider, and if you look at his Facebook, all of us know what he's about. That didn't happen overnight. It was a process of tolerance towards racism and bigotry against all people. So we slowly, and some of us, and we want this group as a whole to sort of get a chance to vote on this, thought that there was a number of important demands that we need to make to the university. First and foremost, we felt like this group needs to be banned from the campus. And we don't need any more double talk about, no, they're not a recognized versus a certified group. They're on the campus, they're not ghosts, they're not, phantoms, they're real. So one of our demands is to ban the WSU from the campus. The second demand that we wanted to raise is no WSU patrols. They have already gone on record saying that they intend to have armed patrols. We don't need a Trayvon Martin on Towson campus.
That's right, that's right.
Three, we feel very strongly that the administration has to talk seriously to the community, the broad community, and to any students about the issue of affirmative action, not only in terms of faculty and staff, but also in terms of students. We also feel like if there's a tolerance to bigotry and racism, that they have to sit and talk to us about how they're treating the campus workers.
That's right.
These are just a few of things. I know, Reverend Witherspoon, that we are missing some of the points that we went over, but we didn't have the time to type them all out. What we wanted to do, if you see somebody walking around with a clipboard, is please sign your name if you're interested in a follow-up meeting. And I just want to get a sense, is this body here united on making these demands to the university?
Yes.
And I tell you why, because we need clear ideas of what we want from the administration and where we're going to take this. Other than that, it'll be great to have this good demonstration, but we need to make sure that we have a measure stick or a yardstick to measure whether what we're trying to get, we are getting it all. So we've also, the campus administration has been talking out of both sides of their mouth to us, back and forth. They have, for instance, threatened us about, we're not allowed on campus grounds. That's great. They let the racists walk all over campus, but they want to tell us we couldn't come on campus. At the same time, then they're saying, oh yeah, we're going to send somebody from the administration out to the demonstration, and oh, you're welcome to be on the campus at 4 o'clock and speak. So they've been like, the carrot and the stick kind of thing. And they tried to force an earlier meeting with us, and Reverend Witherspoon said no to that meeting because we want a meeting that's transparent. We're not going to have a meeting with the administration where it's like one of us goes in and then they come out and we don't have anything in hand, and it's not responsible to the fuller body. So please, sisters and brothers, sign the clipboard as it's passed around, so that if you're interested in refining these demands, because they are a work in progress, it was just some of us who initiated this. We're starting to go in our heads over this. Sign up, because we will set a meeting, and we apologize that we're not prepared with the actual time and place, but it's, we definitely promise to everybody that we'll get back. So we want to take this further down the road so that not only can we smash the WSU, but that we can win longer lasting demands that potentially have the possibility of changing Towson in another direction. And I'm going to end with this. Definitely line up here, if you want to speak. We're not going to keep everybody out here forever. I know it's cold. There's also a flyer going around, and I think it's so critical. In 2 days, on April the 4th, will mark the assassination of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So it's fitting that we're out here. It also is a day that I hope that we can all talk about igniting the real fight for justice. Because if Dr. King were alive today, not only would he be here, he would be sitting down in the middle of Towson University protesting. He would be with the Chicago teachers right now, sitting in when they're trying to close schools across the board from Chicago to Baltimore City. and he would be in the streets of Baltimore about the epidemic of police terror and murders that's taking place in our city. On May 11th, there will be a very important march, and everybody is welcome to it. The Poor People's Campaign, it will be the 45th anniversary of that campaign. And we will be marching from Baltimore City to Washington, D.C. on that weekend. For those who can't make that walk, there will be cars. And, and it's not, it's not about an age thing. The last time we did it, there was a 72-year-old Greek professor who walked the entire distance.
He led the entire
but I did not, because I have a bad hip. So there will be support vehicles. So don't think if you cannot actually physically do that march that you can't play a role in the 2013 Poor People's Campaign March. You can. You can be at the site. We are going to start that march at the lot where Anthony Anderson Sr. was murdered by the police, and his family will be there. Oscar Grant's family will be there. The family of Alan Bluford from Oakland will be there. There will be people from Boston, New York, and around the country that will be taking this symbolic walk to really have a People's Power Assembly in D.C. where we'll be greeted by a lot of the unions there, including our Walmart people, and really ignite a new struggle, the kind of struggle that's needed to turn this country around. So, thank you. Woo!